Stocks of fresh fish, buckets of garden vegetables, and slabs of red meat amid a bustling crowd of sellers and buyers. But this isn't any ordinary market. Instead of walking among shelves and aisles, consumers here get to talk, mingle, and purchase directly from farmers who have grown these food themselves.
This is all the local meat that is produced here in Singapore. I represent them all.
This is the Kranji Countryside Farmers Market, a place for urban nights to obtain fresh, local produce right from its source. The event is gaining popularity here due to a growing interest among consumers wanting to know where their food comes from.
If you get it from local farm, it's neither they harvest on the spot for you or on the same day itself. So I can ensure that the freshness is there. Whereas for imported items, how long they have been kept and how they transport, you don't know whatever they use, you see.
You tend to be a little bit more conscious of where they come from and what goes into them and how they grow it. I mean, if you have young kids and all that, you tend to be a little bit more conscious about these things as well. I think in the world in general, I think we're all a little bit more concerned now because with a lot of food is being modified, genetically modified and things like that. So,
in land-scarce urban cities like Singapore, more than 90% of our food ingredients are imported from overseas sources. But aside from buying local produce, consumers here are even encouraged to grow their own food. The market holds a talk to convince average consumers that anyone can grow their own edible greens at home.
So it's very easy to grow. You can grow by your kitchen. That's why we call it the kitchen garden. You can grow simple herbs like basil or mint, or you can grow microgreens. You can grow a variety of vegetables and herbs as well. Fast and easy, not much space, not much sunlight that is needed.
But consumers are somewhat hesitant about the idea of growing their own food in the near future.
When I was trying to grow my own food, when I read the harvest and all that kind of stuff, so I was growing chili padi, and it was very fulfilling and just very cathartic, I guess. So it's that feeling, but in terms of like whether I'll do it long term, whether I'll live on a farm or whatsoever, I don't think that's realistic for me yet.
and I think it's nice to know that if we can domestically grow our own food for our own consumption. I mean, it's a lofty idea. If we can get it, that's why not?
One thing for sure, the farmers market has raised awareness about local food production. Consuming locally produced food, like the ones grown here at this community garden, benefits the environment as it reduces carbon footprint required to import food from thousands of miles away. But when it comes to growing your own food, it seems that you got to have the green fingers to be able to do it. I'm Atika, reporting from Singapore.